Do any of you have an understanding of what a gold watch represents? It used to be more than just a flashy timepiece. In the past, a gold watch was given to a worker by their employer as a symbol of appreciation when they retired after dedicating over 25 years of service to the company. However, this tradition has largely been forgotten. Why did this happen? It could be due to the increasing price of gold or the adoption of alternative ways to keep track of time. But most likely, it's because company loyalty is no longer valued as it once was. Consider this. How many people do you know who have been with the same employer for over a decade? According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, only 29% of people fall into this category. However, this figure is somewhat deceiving because a significant portion of this group consists of individuals on the verge of retirement. When looking at all workers in the U.S., the median tenure is just over 4 years. Multiple studies have revealed that full-time employees who remain with a single employer for more than 2 years, on average, earn 50% less. This wage gap is quite significant, especially when we consider that the loyal working group's average is inflated by senior executives and those in top positions who tend to have longer tenures. In simpler terms, for ordinary individuals like you and me, this 50% figure likely underestimates the actual income difference. Now, you might wonder why companies don't address this issue. It seems unsustainable for them to spend tens of thousands of dollars on advertising job positions, conducting interviews, onboarding new employees, and training them, only to repeat the process every 2 years, right? Well, there are a few reasons why companies no longer prioritize employee loyalty. Firstly, there is an abundance of skills available in the job market today. Educational attainment is at an all-time high, and college graduates are no longer rare. Companies benefit from hiring these new graduates for several reasons. They are less expensive than more experienced employees, and they tend to be younger and more willing to put in extra hours to ensure project success. Take the example of large accounting firms that offer well-known graduate programs. These programs pay poorly and demand significant sacrifices from participants, with the understanding that most graduates will leave the company after a couple of years to pursue higher-paying positions with better work-life balance. Deloitte, for instance, has an annual staff turnover rate of approximately 13%, which could cost the company around $427 million per year in hiring, training, and project delays caused by departing employees. While this may seem detrimental, both parties enter into this arrangement with full awareness. Deloitte gains access to a cost-effective labor pool for a few years, and the overworked junior employees can leverage the graduate program on their resumes to secure better jobs elsewhere. Regular companies that hire these ex-graduate program staff also benefit in 3 ways. Firstly, surviving 2 years at a big accounting firm demonstrates the ability to handle a significant workload. Secondly, these employees bring valuable insights and knowledge from their involvement in projects and exposure to competitors. Lastly, these insights can save companies millions of dollars. This approach is not limited to accounting firms. It has become a widespread practice for businesses to continuously attract talent from their competitors in order to maintain their competitive edge. This is even more crucial considering the impact of globalization. With offshore service centers and an increase in skilled migration, companies now have a wide pool of talent to choose from in almost every industry. It is not uncommon for companies to advertise entry-level positions globally, particularly since remote work has become the norm. Lastly, businesses appreciate outside hires, especially for senior positions, because they prevent disruptions in staffing. Imagine a scenario where a company exclusively promotes internally, filling senior positions with employees who have grown within the organization. On the surface, this might seem ideal, but it presents challenges. If a senior manager retires, a floor manager from one of the departments may be promoted to replace them, followed by a project team manager being promoted to fill a floor manager's role, and so on. While this may boost the morale of many employees and appear as a success story of climbing the corporate ladder, it creates a problem. The company loses an experienced senior manager and gains 4 individuals who are entirely new to their positions. Regardless of their prior experience, there will be a learning curve associated with taking on a senior role, potentially leading to significant delays in projects as an entire vertical of the company becomes inexperienced simultaneously. On the other hand, if the company hires an external candidate to replace the senior manager, they not only avoid this disruption but may also attract a talented individual from a competitor. It's a win-win situation for the company, although the employees may feel somewhat shortchanged. While this may not be a new phenomenon, the push for flatter organizational structures and less defined roles has made it increasingly challenging to determine who does what within a company. The notion of being irreplaceable now has 2 interpretations. However, for companies, the process of hiring externally has become easier due to the standardization of tasks in the workplace. Consider this. What software program do you use most frequently in your office job? Most likely, it's email or a Microsoft Suite product. Those who don't fall into this category are probably in programming roles. The adoption of computers in the workplace has significantly improved individual productivity. Tasks that once took weeks for a team of bookkeepers to complete can now be done in an afternoon by an intern using Excel. Moreover, this increased reliance on technology has made job roles more uniform across different companies. Whether you work in sales, customer service, administration, or accounting, chances are there is an industry-standard software suite used by most companies. Consequently, the onboarding process for new employees to learn company-specific systems has been simplified. Instead of weeks of training, it may only require a brief introduction to the software they are already familiar with. The banking industry provides an extreme example of this trend. In the past, being a bank manager was highly esteemed and required in-depth knowledge and decision-making abilities. Today, it has transformed into a customer service role, as credit decisions are made by offshore departments using computer programs. Replacing a bank manager now simply involves posting a job ad and selecting from a pool of candidates. While this may seem disheartening, it doesn't have to be. Although the dream of having a stable job for a lifelong career is fading, the current reality can be seen as refreshingly honest. Companies aim to extract the maximum value from employees until a better alternative emerges, and employees seek to gain the most from a company until a better opportunity arises. So don't be afraid to switch jobs. The statistics support this notion, as individuals who switch jobs tend to fare better. As we've seen, moving between companies is the only way to climb the corporate ladder. Yes, employers may try to take advantage of you because they are businesses, not charities. In response, be strategic and proactive. Keep your LinkedIn profile up to date, take advantage of any certifications or training programs offered by your employer, and don't deceive yourself into thinking that loyalty will be rewarded because it likely won't. Of course, there are two other significant factors at play here. All the statistics and trends discussed in this video primarily apply to full-time employees. If we were to include the rapidly growing number of casual workers and gig economy contractors, the situation would be even worse. In conclusion, the concept of company loyalty and the traditional career trajectory have undergone significant changes in today's dynamic job market. Factors such as the evolving demand for different roles, the abundance of skills available to employers, globalization, the standardization of tasks, and the gig economy have reshaped the employment landscape. While the notion of a lifelong career with a single company may no longer be feasible or rewarding, this reality also presents opportunities for individuals to embrace new possibilities, explore different paths, and continually strive for personal and professional growth. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Stay safe, and we will be right back soon with another video. For more information, subscribe and watch other videos from our channel.